You see, we have Randy on the left and the champ Brian Samuel on the right.
Absolutely not.
Of course, best of 3. Now, let us know if the ambiance is a little too big, because right now we are using a Yeti mic that's kind of open. How y'all doing today?
Joseph.
Let us know who you guys want in the chat. Put the 1s for Randy and 2s for Brian. Our national champ did go undefeated yesterday. The only undefeated, as a matter of fact.
Definitely the only undefeated.
Again.
Let's go, Randy. Let's see, so right now, obviously, putting it sideways, you see the Champa getting charged first. I wonder, so he's obviously playing dual color then. But if he's playing dual color, I'm surprised he doesn't charge it turn 1 since he went first.
Yeah, that's really hard, especially if you don't do dual color. That jump was not available to you right away.
Yeah, and remember that both players did get to see each other's deck list. So Brian pretty much knows what Randy's playing, of course, vice versa.
By the way, guys, best coast pairings, they have an app. Definitely go over there. You guys can see the top cut. You guys also can see all the.
You see the deck list. You can see how each player did, their records. It's all on beastcoastpairings.com.
Best coast pairings. Yep.
Best Coast pairings.
It's pretty cool. Definitely like this new system. It's pretty crazy.
Ooh,
those deck lists went live last night.
That's so good.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, that's why this deck does so well. All that draw power to be able to, give your leader plus 5k, especially, and be able to bring a Dragon Ball back. It's almost like a beam for the turn, which is really good defensively for Shenron.
Yeah.
I was charging blue and yellow.
Oh wow. But it's still no dual colors, so
yeah, no dual colors yet.
Yeah. So he still doesn't have the counter play guys available to him.
Yeah, the Champa's still not available.
No Champa,
no Gohan. You know how good that Gohan is.
Yeah, send it back to your hand.
You see. Now, for those of you that may not know, Brian is playing the Guy variant of Broly. And, Shenjita, that card will never get touched and will stay here for a really long time.
Yeah, it seems like the guys really like that or something, man. They definitely do not mess with it. Don't touch with it. Don't touch it at all.
Not at all. See, Brian's turn charging that Beerus energy exhaust.
Definitely trying to get the self-awakening with the leader.
That's the really good part, right? Is we got to see some of the deck lists from the players. Brian not really playing any self-awakeners, but having a self-awakening leader helps so much.
Yeah, definitely. I think the worst part probably is that he has to be at Shenron's tempo because it's only every time that he attacks, so he literally has to go 4 turns before he can awaken.
Exactly, which is pretty unfortunate. But we'll see. I think the Shenjita build will be good after Beam. Well, so far Beam is not going anywhere. It's only button. Yeah. He's able to draw a card, apply even more pressure with the Bardock. Now, this is where it gets really dangerous because, especially for Randy, unless Randy has removal for that Bardock, he's going to be threatening. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Look at that.
Because Brian's going to pass turn now.
We were actually speaking to the champ a moment ago. He said that this might be his toughest matchup all week.
Yeah, as we mentioned, went undefeated yesterday. Pretty much slaying everyone. This was the one matchup he was still iffy about. But there's a reason why he's a national champ, right? He's able to pull through, make the plays, and obviously Randy's a really good player. When everyone thinks Shenjita died, even though Gogeta 7 still busted, everyone think the card died, and you see the Gogeta go in hand.
Yeah, it's crazy, I get a feeling that he's a really great player.
Yeah.
Yesterday, everybody was telling us that it was just amazing watching him play. It was just next level. Everybody was like, wow, just the plays he was able to come up with and everything.
But of course, it doesn't matter when you're facing against such a powerful, powerful deck. Ooh.
Here we go. Getting a little bit of that ramp going on right now. Trying to get that Gogeta out next turn. As long as he has the right conditions in hand.
So,
and Sparking 10.
Ooh, Godzilla, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. We really do appreciate it. Now, so the thing too is that this is kind of like old school or OG Shenjita, right? Before people decided to play the ramp version, to just ramp up just a little bit and actually cast it out, which makes it even more viable now, having access to at all costs and And, he plays the Goku Black and YuGiOh. So those are two pieces you can use for Union Fusion. He's going to apply more pressure with the Goku Black. Let's see what Randy's going to do here. He's going to tap one for the Dragon Ball, give himself +5.
Goodness.
Ooh, so good. That card, people were sleeping on, might go up in price after stream.
Man, that card is
the nuts.
It's crazy because everybody thought Shenron would just die right after World Peace getting hit. And then...
the bug!
Ooh.
I love the bug.
Ooh, the bug.
Gold Might's my boy. I love the bug. It's so good. He's going to bug him twice. Yo.
Look at that.
So even though Shenron is at 20, so that's why I love the bug so much and it works so well with Billy, because one, it can be a green energy, but two, it helps apply so much pressure, so it's going to be key in this matchup. I mean, he brought the Goku Black up to 25. Oh, he's going to pass turn. He swung already with the leader, so it didn't matter, but still. Gotta put him somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can see those comments. I know that Mafuba, definitely comes in and rest, and he did have an inactive, but
it relatively doesn't matter.
Yeah, since the card is just literally out there, I mean, unfazed, doesn't do anything anymore.
Hey, charge a ball, you're not about it.
I don't really think it matters too much.
No, honestly, it really doesn't matter because, as I said, especially at this level of the game, both players know what their cards do. I mean, he has another one in hand, so it's not like it matters.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing, too, what I appreciate about Randy is that he's also playing the Mag Collection Gogeta, which, depending on how you like your rarities, it's not shiny.
Well, look at that. Yeah, I think he just got that UI Goku.
He's playing the modest deck.
He can use the at all costs, pitch both of them. He's checking for his sparking, obviously. And then I think he's just going to go for it.
I mean, here's the thing, too, that makes the deck really good is that, you're pretty much close to sparking already with 7 Dragon Balls, but also you fill it up even more with Union Fusion.
That's right.
So the sparking, so you're putting the Union Fusion in drop first, and then go for the sparking. So he's going to play the Gogeta 7 already, using, of course, at all costs, and as I mentioned, the YuGiOh, which makes it way more better.
And then there he goes, pitches his life. And Brian now has to struggle from 3 cards in hand.
So the thing is, too, what makes it...
Man, the Gogeta is just so powerful.
Yeah, but what makes it even worse is that the tech that Randy used all day yesterday, which is something, especially at our locals, that Michael Kano will use a lot, is, hey, I'm going to Gogeta you, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass turn. You know why? I'm going to pass turn because I want to fool you next turn.
Yeah, usually the big play is to bring it out, drop your hand, and then try to fool the next turn.
Yeah, because if you fool the next turn, then there's literally nothing they can do. You remove 7 Dragon Balls, you give Gogeta triple attack, and then you fool out, so that way they really can't do anything. So this is a big turn for Brian, right? Because with Randy at 4 life, he can possibly pull it off. I don't remember if Brian's playing Mirror or not, but we'll have to see. All right, so he's swinging with Bardock.
I think there's going to be a Nimbus going down. So we're going to be cracking down that Nimbus real quick.
Ooh, but the other thing too is if Brian does play Mirror, Randy does have that move Taito just in case.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh,
Ryan
okay,
trying
here's
to
the
go
pressure.
in with the double strike.
He has to. He has to. This is a very important turn for
He
him.
has to go in. He has to commit.
There's the beam.
Next turn, there will be a food.
Hopefully,
No interaction. Everything, all activations are just negated.
That's if Randy has it though.
I don't really see it in his hand.
Goes
But
up to 30.
that's only that's just a matter of like
He has another
deck
beam.
cleaning.
Oh my god.
just like you say, deck cleaning,
It is
deck
deck
winning.
winning. He had another beam and he top decked it from the super combo.
Yeah.
That's really rough for Brian because one thing is to, especially on Awaken, to be able to, Unawaken to try and pressure already, like you're wasting cards, right? But now to try and get over a 25k is so good. I mean, it's like so good from Randy. I mean, the bean and the bean itself is just so. It's a powerful card, right? But I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken, and I don't think it's a card that necessarily warrants a ban. I mean, that's just me personally. Just because it's like you have to play blue, right? And one of the best decks right now, and Baby doesn't even play blue. So it's like you could still top and play, like Toa didn't play blue,
Right.
And Toa won Nats. It's won a bunch of events. Like it's just a really good card. I think it's gonna be around for a while. All the reprints it's getting and everything. Same with Gogeta, unfortunately.
Since it's been here for such a long time, it's not going anywhere. It's defensive and offensive. I mean, it's got silver bullets for the offense. So
Yeah, it's only defensive.
it's kept in check.
Yeah, I mean, already with the new cards, the cunning cards, we saw it in Dallas. When you're being on your own turn, it hurts.
Yeah, definitely having to warp 5 from your drop. That is nuts.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you rely on your drop area.
Yeah. So Brian's forced to pass turn here, sitting at 5 life.
So in Brian's head, I'm guessing he's just hoping he doesn't have the food. Obviously, from what it looks like, he does not. He's looking at his drop, trying to give the impression that he does have the overwhelm.
No, he's actually just giving it
Just giving it triple strike.
triple attack.
Yeah,
giving
triple
it triple
attack.
attack.
He already has triple strike. Now he's
And
giving it triple
there
attack.
goes the food. The Mag Collection food as well, having them both match. Yeah, it's going to be very tough for Brian to get out of this because no super combos available. You can't even beam.
Well, actually, the super combos, as long as they're the plus 10k,
Yeah,
those are still free. You can't draw, but those are the only things that'll keep you alive, though.
He's trying to do the math here. It's going to take the 3 life. Now, Fu, now the Fu is super dirty. It's very tough to kind of
Yeah,
play around.
because you just cannot activate anything.
No, you're literally.
Leader skills are the only thing, right?
Yeah, leader skills are the only thing you can. So Brian can still awaken.
He's still definitely awake.
Yeah, which he will now, because he needs the combo power right now. Because right now, it is a 45k
Yeah,
or 40.
and it's definitely do or die. Actually, Randy should have just gone all in, but
No, he did. That's all his combo.
he doesn't have more cards in his hand.
I mean, even so, no matter what, yeah, Brian's gonna scoop up. We're gonna into game 2. First is gonna go to Randy.
The grand tournament of the series is upon us as Season 2 comes to a close with the Pro Play Tour Invitational, where players will be playing for $25,000 in cash and prizes. Still not qualified? Last chance qualifiers will occur on day 1 of our 3-day event and will fire every 8 players, awarding a box in prizing and invites. Be ready to play a few, because LCQs are only $10. Saturday is day 1 of the main event with a top competitor playoff following on Sunday. Stick around for day 3, where we will have team events as well as a variety of side events. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.
Man, white is definitely not my favorite color, but I love the dragon shield. Just
It's so
color,
good.
the color sleeves.
Oh, he's so clean.
Oh yeah, definitely. I like opening a fresh pack. They're not even that like slippery. You know how like when you get
no.
some other ones that just slip around and just go all over the place.
That's another thing too, right? That's both games. Randy had no Dragon Balls in life, which was very fortunate for Brian.
Yeah,
Very unfortunate for Brian.
yeah. Especially when Dragon Balls in your life just kind of means if someone goes aggro, you're pretty much
You're not in a really good position having having two or even one, right? Because like you mentioned, Brian has the ability to go really aggro. Unfortunately, doesn't. Oh, and he draws a button. 3 balls, 1 turn.
crazy enough, man. I've seen games where they have several Dragon Balls in life, and then even when they got hit and they decided to search the ones out of their deck first, they ended up going down to 2 life and literally like 1 Dragon Ball in there. It's just they would just scoop.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, it is really bad.
Like you never. He's gonna play. Yeah, this is very smart from Brian. He wants to get his hand as big as possible.
Yeah, definitely get the two at the end of the turn, the untap.
And the untap isn't going to do much more because it's not like Randy's going to swing. But, he must have more apes in hand to be able to drop it.
That's pretty hard.
I said, just got to hope that Brian really... you see the Jocko on the side of Randy.
Alucard 3, 5, 7. Yeah, baby out there, man. You know, baby is pretty fierce. We saw one yesterday winning turn 2. Yeah, that baby be nuts. It's not hate. It really isn't hate towards Gogeta. It's just like that card is just too much. Too much. Baby is fun though, definitely. But the sad thing about Baby is that if you don't have all the right cards in your hand, you don't charge a multicolor in your energy, you kind of have to sit back and not be able to play the Fetus or the Dr. Mew.
Yeah. Next turn is Randy's Awakening turn because he is at 5 Dragon Balls. So Brian needs to start moving fast to apply pressure, which I'm pretty sure is going to now. I mean, having 3 energy. Yeah, but that's also why Cell got hit.
It reminds me of that meme with Vito Corleone. Look at what they've done to my boy. Poor Cell.
Alright, it's going to use the beam to restand an energy, bring him up to 15, and he's going to use the Dragon Ball again.
Funny enough, I agree. Cell being hit back when it did get hit, like there was really no reason, no rhyme to it.
Yeah.
And then now we got Gogeta, which is like
crazy out here. Honestly, look, I could really deal with the hand destruction. I could deal with triple strike. I just can't deal with him having barrier and deflect at the same time.
Barrier and deflect is
such a powerful combo. You know what?
But you know me, man. I'm running blue-green right now, and that's definitely why I run that Beerus. Got strike. Yeah, but I mean, not everybody has the option. And then with Xenoblade being gone, like...
Alright, Brian is playing Beam. He's in a bug to give it another +5. He's doing a lot of pressure right now. On to... and he's going to tap 2 again.
Oh my goodness.
He said, put that energy in rest mode. No more
things. You know what? He's tapping down the leader so that he can't search more Dragon Balls.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Good. That is really good. What a play.
That's the nuts. That was such a good play. I forgot he plays that card.
You forgot that effect.
I did. I'm going to bring it up again just to make sure. Let's see. When you play this card, draw 1 card, choose one of your opponent's cards. So it can be any card. So yes, indeed, he is going to put the leader in rest mode, which unless Randy draws the nuts, if he draws his other Dragon Balls, looks like he won't be awakening. This is the perfect strategy, right? This is a perfect strategy for him to be able to lock the leader, keep him in check, and he's also going to swing. Honestly, at this point, then that's pretty good that Randy doesn't have any Dragon Balls in life. Well, good for Brian anyway.
Ask him.
Oh, he's in a rest mode. The ape. Taito. Nope. It says draw one card and choose it to one of your opponent's cards and switch to.
It just switches it to rest mode. It doesn't really keep it.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't keep it there. All right, Brian. See, you messed me up.
Yeah. Man,
Can't wait to play Gogeta 7 with Search Piccolo.
We came from last night watching that last battle where they played that 7-drop.
Yeah, the 7-drop. Broly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the stream ended up dying by the time we were watching that.
But don't worry, you guys will see it on the YouTube channel.
Yes, definitely. One of the players tapped down the leader and literally took that game because he tapped down the leader 2 turns in a row, made sure that they didn't draw anything. It was really, really nasty. It was the Golden Frieza.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not locked.
Obviously, Brian Samuel here, the national champion, applying some pressure, trying to get the life down.
It's not locked, unfortunately. Let's see if he switches him. If not, I'll let Judge know. Because right now he's still in his charging phase. See what he's pulling up. Still, let's see if he notices. Judge. The Dragon Ball doesn't stay locked. It just puts in a rest mode for the turn.
Oh, it restands.
It restands. Yeah, it's not the lock card. It's not the 7-drop yellow. So in retrospect, he probably should have switched to energy. But you know, it's just a misread on the card, which is unfortunate.
I think it's. I mean, it's obviously a play that you're supposed to do on the defensive.
Yeah.
But the thing about the Dragon Ball leader or Shenron is just they'll just use the effect before they attack, or anything. They don't even attack. They don't bring anything out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's like, really, when do you ever get to use that Brawly?
Yeah, honestly, we thought. I mean, look, can't blame us. We thought it was a nut. Like it would be super nutty because that card is broken, right? We see it. We saw it a lot on the tables yesterday. This is going to be Randy's awakening turn. Oh, and he draws the UI.
There's the UI, but he's at 3 energy.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's an objection.
Oh, you have enough. You're awakening now. It's gonna awaken, bring back a wish card?
Yeah, probably like a personal ambition.
Oh, yeah?
Personal ambition. Of course. Because you play objection, you use the Shenron's effect to untap and draw with the personal ambition.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you tap out, which honestly, if Randy really wanted to, if he had 2 objections, he can objection twice. Look at that hand, though. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, if he had Senzus and enough objections, he could definitely actually bring out Gogeta this turn. And then be able to... oh, he actually tapped for that one. He could definitely bring it out this turn. It's just so nutty. Bringing it out this turn is just like set the timer. Brian knows he has to somehow either get rid of him, which is really hard, with the barrier, and then being reduced to just 3 cards. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Activate Zeno button for 2. Just kidding. I mean, look, he has a lot of cards to go through. You gotta read books. It's gonna charge. Oh, double yellow. Very interesting.
Ooh, this is actually a weird choice because he has to have more blue to be able to evolve.
I think he has enough now. You need 2 blues, I believe.
No, you need 3.
3?
Yeah, so hopefully he charges the right.
Oh, I mean, he'll be fine. He has enough.
Yeah.
Man, he has a button.
Oh, yeah.
All right, if he doesn't use the button this turn, he has other blue cards.
This turn, Brian has to, once again, like last game, has to try to apply the pressure.
So yeah, it's only 2 blues.
Oh,
So he
the
has
evolve is 2 blues.
Yeah.
The hard cast is 4 blues.
So you can see the Zeno button. Here, resetting all his energy. It's going to give it +5. Get another Dragon Ball. Fill up that hand even more.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he wants. Is just trying to search all the right pieces, everything, right into his hand. You need to search out the Gokus, you need to search out the Vegetas, gotta have the Gogeta in hand, gotta have the Sparking 10, and then you gotta make sure you have the food for the next turn.
You know what Brian can do also next turn, if it'll help him, is if Randy does decide to go for a Gogeta 7, he can honestly just, if he gets in the hand right, he can hard cast the UI to bounce it back.
Right. Yeah,
which would hurt Randy a lot. He's gonna beam, bring it up to 20K. Swing, Bardock swinging at
Does UI
Shenron.
go through barrier?
Ignores barrier. It ignores barrier. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Well, actually, UI is the only card that can go around Fu as well, which is why that card is so expensive. Because I'll read the card again. This card skills and can't be negated in any area by your opponent's skills. So Fu does not affect Ultra Instinct Son Goku, the Unstoppable,
Yeah,
which is something
because-
Brian has to keep in mind.
Definitely because it comes out first. Timing, it hits the field, and then its auto is still going to go off because it can't be negated. It can't be shut off.
It cannot be shut off whatsoever. That's the permanent, because in general, right? Permanents are only
There we
only
go.
in them.
That's how the Ultra Instinct in his hand. Gotta do it.
There it goes, baby.
That's,
Bouncing back.
That's that Gogeta answer right there. That is
Yeah.
exactly what you need.
That's what Brian needed. So yeah, the UI Goku does not. It says permanent skills can't be negated in any area. In general, yes, the rules say that permanent skills are only effective on the field, as we saw with a bunch of rulings when it came to King Vegeta. But because it specifies in any area, so that means food is not affected.
Getting that extra drop from Ultra Instinct is really clutch.
Yeah.
Going back to 4 in your hand, and now Randy giving up his Goku and his Vegeta, so he doesn't have those anymore. But I mean, it's hard because he can still bring out the food, and then he can still give that triple attack. So now, honestly, we're hoping Brian has another Ultra Instinct.
I mean, it's a really good turn because right now Randy is at 3 life and Brian still has his hand, which is exactly what he needed. So he's going to apply some pressure here. He's going to, the Zeno button from Randy's coming out.
Look at this. Xenoban banned people. That thing is no longer available to us as of January. This is not going to be able to happen anymore.
So fortunately for Brian though, Randy only has 3 energy open.
That's right.
Which obviously he doesn't have the beam, because if he had the beam, he would have used it there. Ooh, and he's going to apply even more pressure. Because what really helps Brian now is that Randy not having beam means he can't play defensively right now.
You know what's crazy is the fact that he can still bring out another UI if he has it in hand, because at the end, the Goku Black actually brings
Randy's down to
your
2.
energy back to active.
Oh, Brian can finally awaken.
Oh, here we are. Check it out, guys. This guy is national champion for a reason.
Yep.
It was such an overwhelming first round. I had no idea he was gonna take a loss like that, but check it out. He's over here making the plays. He sided stuff out. He's definitely looking for a win. So swinging in with the Brawley, obviously. He's just gonna definitely swing with everything that he's got. He's gonna force Randy to drop cards from his hand.
Ooh, and he gets the draw here.
Yeah, more cards to your hand.
Deck thinning is deck winning.
That's right.
But
It looks like Randy really only has mostly extra cards in his hand.
no, I mean he has some pretty good defensive cards too.
Ooh, going down to
did
one
he,
is
did he draw a negate?
going down to one is really tough here.
I'm gonna swing with the YuGiOh against Shenron.
Let's not forget, guys. Brian can still restand something to definitely go all in case anything happens here.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't want to waste any more of his hand.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now he's gonna hopefully restand the leader, because the leader is like one of the few cards that can be affected by anything. Like Beerus, God Strike can't get rid of double strikes or anything, stuff like that. Brian really only has that option to do.
Ooh, and he has a Nimbus in hand, which is really gonna help because Randy cannot Gogeta and Fu. So as a result of that, having the Nimbus in hand is gonna help him so much, and he's gonna restand the Broly,
Restand the Broly,
put the energy in rest mode. So smart.
Yeah, most definitely, because that Broly gives you the most out of everybody. He's the strongest one.
Yeah. So, I mean, Randy, obviously, a really good player. I mean, we saw, right, using the Bulma Dragon Ball, the one from her party, as a defensive option. So the reason why you're seeing Dragon Balls in Randy's hand, for those that are just tuning in, is the Bulma Party Dragon Ball. It gives his leader +5 for the battle and allows him to bring a Dragon Ball from drop.
Is there anything black leaders have to stop this? To like, at one energy,
Not at all.
Can you get out of this?
He can.
I think the champ has this.
Yeah, he should have it. He has. I mean, he still has all his energy open.
Honestly, all I see in his hand.
He's gonna Jocko back.
Jocko.
He's gonna Jocko back a super combo.
Oh wow.
That's a surprising option. So right now he has to get 35. He's gonna put the food.
Well, he has another food in hand.
20, 30.
Does not have enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Everything else is 10K in hand.
Check it
The
out.
last bean was the last life.
Check it out. So our national champion coming back from the grips of defeat.
Still looking to earn your invite to the $10,000 cash prize Pro Play Tour Invitational on January 24th through 26th in Orlando, Florida? Well, why not attend a Pro Play Tour qualifier at your local game store? Participating stores can host PPT qualifiers with their official Pro Play Tour Store Challenge Kit. Interested in hosting a PPT qualifier of your own? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn how your local game store can qualify to host Pro Play Tour qualifiers today.
Such a tough call right there.
Yeah. So now that Randy is going first, he's in a much more advantageous position, and he's seeing the Jocko turn 1. And with 2 Dragon Balls in hand, he's already ahead of the game. So let's see how many Dragon Balls he has in life, if any. So that is, okay, 1 Dragon Ball in life.
Bringing him down to 7 right away.
Yep. That's
I mean,
what we
whether-
figured, it's nice to talk things through,
Whether it's 1, whether it's 2, taking 1 out of your life is just already too much.
See, but the Jocko is
That
such
Jocko
a
play,
powerful card.
yeah, that Jocko play really.
It's really going to be bad for Brian because the fact that you're tapping 2 and getting nothing out of it literally slows you down a whole turn, and he has 4 Dragon Balls to start it off. Yeah, fortunately for Brian, he didn't draw any off of the Dragon Balls, but Randy's hand is the nuts. You see the UI, he has the Gogeta already, he has super combos. Which honestly, which I mean, remember the super combos count as well for
Yeah. The ability of the Dragon Balls negative energy.
yeah. So the super combos help feed into that.
Yes,
Now this is very unfortunate for Brian. Oh, he's gonna actually search it from deck thinning to awaken faster. Now he's gonna be. Oh yeah, and that's it. He turn to awaken. That's a turn to awaken guaranteed right there because he has the 5th Dragon Ball from deck and he's going to be able to get 2 more off of leader. Now, it's also very unfortunate right now Brian is playing from behind a little bit because he needs to charge a dual color. And the fact that he's not able to is really unfortunate because Brian's forced to pass turn. So searching through his deck, getting the last 2 Dragon Balls. He wants to read that Goku. I believe it's a 3 drop. Is it a 3? 4. That says 3.
I think it's kind of nutty that I think it would have been worse if the negative overflow card was considered a Dragon Ball because then it'd be searchable.
Oh yeah, no, it's so glad that it didn't.
But then again, also that would mean that it had to be one of these 7.
Yeah, I mean, but also what helps too for the Dragon Ball is, as we see, and also of course for warp purposes or drop area purposes, the SS3 Son Goku pushing forward that you see in energy. It's a burst 5, and at the end of turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, place the bottom of his owner's deck, and then you return the card to him. So essentially, if he has an ape, you can just turn 3. That's your turn 3 right there, right? As you see, Randy did not have a Zeno button, and Brian's gonna charge the secret rare.
Charging.
I mean, sorry, he did not objection. So he has a turn. So turn 3, he can use Sun. If Brian's able to get an ape on the field. He's gonna boost this up. It's a 20k leader, and he's gonna use a super combo to knock out of it.
Those sparking super combos are just really genius.
I mean, yeah, they are quintessential to the Shenron deck. I mean, the fact that turn 2, turn 3, like it's already active. Now he is gonna charge a dual color. Shenron to draw a card, which
Shenron to draw.
it's like very unfortunate right now considering. Oh, and here's the objection. If he has another Beerus, he's going to come in active. Which doesn't look like it. So he's trying to figure out what he wants to charge. Charging what's his hand. He's going to charge the YuGiOh. Not scared.
Honestly, the person that needs the YuGiOh in this matchup is definitely Brian.
So
By the looks of it, you must have another UI if you're willing to put your UI in here.
honestly, like me personally, I wouldn't because next turn, right? Next turn you're gonna get Gogeta. I would want to.
Yeah, you're right.
I would want to keep UI in my hand as much as possible, just so I have more options when I have to reach draw 3. So let's see if Brian unfortunately does not have any green either. So as far as energy goes, because if he did, he could probably arrival. So he 20k Golemite, bringing Randy down to 6. He's gonna use the Goku Black. Let's see what let's see how Brian's gonna combo out. He's gonna use Beam.
Ooh, that's actually a really smart play.
Making it a 20k body. He's thinking about it. He's thinking if he has the Jocko, because if he has the Jocko, then the ape is pretty much useless. So unfortunately, Brian does not play time magic, which is why he's playing very careful Time Magic might have been super clutch, but not having it in deck or the side is very unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. It's those kind of things that, oh man, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm really scared of playing a deck without any negates. But some people are just so fearless.
Probably a misplay from Brian. Let's see exactly what Randy's going to do here. Judge missed the beam. See, Randy's probably going to bring out Gogeta 7 right now. You think he's thinking about doing? Yep. And here it goes. Right now, Randy is totally in the driver's seat. Brian doesn't have many options right now, and depending on what he draws, it's going to be very tough. He needs to see as many negates as possible right now if he wants to survive. We forgot to update the match count. It just got so exciting. This is game 3.
They are 1-1, guys.
He's reading the ape again, just to make sure.
That's exactly what I was about to say. So, we can't complain, no.
I don't think so.
And Romero, Eduardo Gomez, Hao Chen, Ivan Collins, Noel Arauz,
Brian being sure definitely have the sparking.
Victor
I mean, it's
Gonzalez,
obvious when you have 7 Dragon Balls in the drop area.
Edgar Abdi,
Yeah, you have it no matter what.
Maverick Roach,
Let's see what Randy's going to do. I mean, Randy's just going to go Gogeta 7 in the pass anyway.
Ooh, here we go.
He's going to
He's
use
in the Shenron effect, so now he's going to untap for free.
It's going to pass turn. It's a very, very tough matchup for Brian right now.
Yeah.
He's going to draw.
It's funny, there's a replay of the finals.
Is it?
Well, think about it. Brian
that's
was
true.
playing this against Shenron. But if, Shenron doesn't misplay, Shenron could win.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Brian last turn was able to bring out Broly to put a card in rest mode. But unfortunately, he misread it. He thought that it would lock the leader, but it doesn't.
Which card?
The 6-drop, the green-yellow Broly.
Okay.
And unfortunately, so when he brought out an ape, because he didn't tap the yellow energy, Randy brought out Mutaito to stop his play. So it was really good. Brian ended up winning that game. But yeah, right now, if Randy does have the 10-drop Fu in hand, then it's pretty much game over for Brian. So Peter, since you're here,
For a second.
super quick question. Can Fu, because in my understanding, the 10-drop Fu cannot stop UI, because UI's permanents say skills can't be negated in any area by Fu.
Okay, but Fu is not negating it. It's stopping it from being activated. So yeah. Fu
See,
stops
so that's the misinterpretation
it.
there.
Yeah, he's not negating it. He's stopping it from ever being activated.
Okay.
And since Fu's being played, turn players auto activates first. So when UI tries to activate, it can't.
Even though a permanent says it can't be activated, it can't be negated at all.
You're not negating.
Okay, that's fair.
Text. English. I suck at it.
Wow. But see, that's why you're the people's champ, Peter.
No, that's just a move.
Yeah.
Wow, he's playing this ball?
Dude, this ball has been so clutch for Randy because he's just been refilling his hand with Dragon Balls, and this hand just is a book.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. He's going to pass turn. This is Randy's kill turn if he does have Fu in hand. Bingo prize
Does
for
he have
the
that phone in
win.
hand already?
What does bingo prize do? 500 for the duration of the turn?
For the battle.
For the battle, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 500 for the battle, and you search a Dragon Ball either from drop
Discard.
or
Nice. That's really good, actually.
yeah, or deck.
And it's yellow.
Yeah. So definitely using the new cards to his fullest. Randy's so like last game too, Brian had a full board, and Randy sided in the Dragon Ball Secret Rare.
The negative overflow.
Nice.
Yeah, but didn't play it last turn. Looks like he's probably not gonna play it this turn.
Looks like he has it in hand.
Yeah, but it's not gonna do anything. Use it just to pop a Goku Black.
Once again, final reminder, YuGiOh players, make sure you are checked in on the app. Checked in on the app. You can see next to your name on player
See what
roster.
Randy's deciding to do.
Checked in. If you are not checked
I don't think he
in,
has the full hand, because if not, he would have dropped it already.
Yeah,
But
most definitely time for the finishing play right there.
It's a Drago. That's weird.
for the 8,
That's for the 8 for sure, but a lot of people went into the other one.
Yeah.
The one drop thing.
the East Kai, oh West Kai.
I wonder what's his reasoning for it.
And Romero and Maverick Roach up to the front, please.
See what he decides to do. I mean, because he doesn't want to overcommit, right? Because if Brian does have another UI, so he's not going to overcommit. He wants to get the full in hand first, which he just drew. But
We can do something with that.
he can.
Does he go for the tap out? Nah, you don't tap out, right?
I don't know. I mean, you do have pretty much 5 damage on the field. But Brian is untapped, so he does have a lot of 10Ks. Yeah.
Believes in it. I don't care what it is. He's looking at his hands like, oh damn, I don't got anything for this. Oh, we're
Oh,
all sad for this one.
That
Look at
stops
that.
it.
All sad.
that stops it.
I was so excited too.
Ooh, this is super clutch.
Now we got to hope for button. We have the button.
Wow.
That hurts. I'm never playing that card now.
All right, so he's trying to clear the board, relieve some pressure by attacking the Goku Black.
Wow, that was really
That was super
play.
clutch. Yeah. And he's in a Nimbus.
He's got a
Doesn't
Nimbus.
doesn't need a pitch. Wow,
That
was
Nimbus was definitely the play that he was looking for if he gave it triple attack.
yeah.
Maybe he didn't have any other negates, but yeah, you definitely do not want to get hit with a triple strike.
It's all because of that beam.
Man, that Frost Deadly Poison.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Good.
Oh my god, and I just saw the foo on Brian's end. There we go.
Oh,
There we go. Oh my
just had
goodness.
8 cards. Oh my, leaving the secret rare untapped just for good measure.
Oh my god. Honestly, this was a great match. Like,
Yeah, I mean Randy, that one card saved Brian. I mean, to be able to get it off of
funny enough, Peter Katani, the People's Champ,
the People's Champ.
the People's Champ, you guys' champ, was here. Definitely told us the UI information, and yeah, UI wasn't gonna work on this.
You gotta hope for the button, but he doesn't have it.
No button. He's just gonna have to go really hard at surviving.
Ooh, Brian, does he have? He had 4 life, isn't he?
He's gonna swing. He's gonna take the life and the draw. Here we go. Then awaken. Done tap 2. Blam. He has some sensors. Maybe he gets some more untappage. No, okay. So he's just swinging in. 15K. He knows those Jockos are out there.
Yeah, I mean, but Randy is at 3 life.
And he also has to pitch for the effect.
Short people in the front. Short people in the front. Engage.
See what he's gonna do here.
thing is that you can use the effect, the leader effect to go all in.
Wait, what? We didn't ignore anything. We didn't see it.
What's going on?
YuGiOh Judge Alex to the front, please. YuGiOh Judge Alex to the front, please.
Man, this is very unfortunate right now. Randy has to. Ooh, that Gogeta. Ooh, what does that even do?
Double
He's
strike.
going for game.
That Gogeta, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 4-drop that bounces a card back to the hand.
So,
Dude, look at that. He's in a double Jocko. Get rid of the double strike. But let's not forget that Brian definitely still has one more attack. Be right back.